compelled the corporate sector to report more responsibly and socially accountable. The role of professional accountants has expanded beyond the assurers of the financial and sustainability reports. Professional accountants need to adapt to a world in which sustainability is the key to long-term business performances and need to understand how they can play a significant role in their organizations. Accordingly, the Golden Jubilee Committee has chosen the theme of accountants and social responsibility for today's conference. Today, we have greater responsibility as we move past Golden Mark. The journey beyond the Golden Jubilee is expected to be more challenging. In the current times of dynamic competition, there is no time for complacency, and your Council is mindful of the challenges lying ahead and has accordingly planned to address the same. It is our foremost aim to continually bring improvements and developments in the profession to counter the modern discipline and to create a more secure future for our membership. The Council is actively working towards revamping of the educational system, which includes an upgradation of the curriculum. We have completed review and strategic decisions are taken, which shall soon be communicated to the membership. Another challenge to create a willingness for broadening the horizon of profession is to use the technological advancements to our advantage. The recent financial scandals has impaired the public faith in the integrity of the audit profession to an extent. Public confidence is an essential part of our profession, and I have no hesitation to say that increasing perception gap is alarming if effective measures are not taken to restore the faith. Ladies and gentlemen, the Institute and its membership together need to march forward and to counter the challenges, and for this partnering approach is essential and the key, where the Institute and its membership should move in a unison for the greater benefit of the profession. The accounting profession has shown tremendous amount of resilience, sailed through these several crises, and still has great potential, even with the financial scandals and obstacles. There is a dire need to concentrated efforts to narrow the perception gap and enhance timeliness and quality of financial reporting with continuous review of our roles. Further, we need to focus on value creation in audit and other professional services with the help of global and regional collaborations. I am happy to report here that the Council is working on the mutual recognition with the leading institutes of the world for recognition of our qualification. During the current times, a proactive approach of institutional response rather than the individual response is the key. We should be focused towards creating institutions that will continue to sustain and nurture the profession for a long time to come. The South Asian countries are blessed with exceptional talent. I feel the time is just right for us to exploit demographic advantages to become exporter of services from this region rather than the export of people. The Council is mindful of challenges and is committed towards working and developing education system to meet the changing demand, and we are focused on attracting bright talent and increase number of professionals within the country. The role played by the members and the leadership in the development of the Institute at what it is today is gratefully acknowledged. We should, at this moment, also remember those members who are no longer with us, and may Allah rest their souls in eternal peace. Over 5 decades, Institute has been upholding integrity, inculcating professionalism, and enhancing quality. The dynamic value creation capability and potential of the profession would ensure that it continues to remain a leading and premier profession in the years to come. Our biggest asset, ladies and gentlemen, has been the trust and the confidence reposed in us by the society at large. Our mission is not only to preserve this asset, but to continue enhance its value for stakeholders in particular and public at large in general. I, on my own behalf and on behalf of the Institute, would like to once again thank to the Honorable Chief Guest, the speakers, and the delegates from India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and especially for all of you for participating in this conference. At the same time, I would like to thank Mr. Pervez Muslim and other members of the Golden Jubilee Committee and the staff of ICAP Secretariat for putting untiring efforts in organizing this event. I also thank to all my colleagues at the Council for their support throughout the year in performing my duties. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. May I please make another earnest request? If you could please take a moment to switch your mobile phones on silent or vibrate mode. I still hear some ringing on that side and in the back rows over there. Just take one moment, please. And while you do that, I'd like to just also acknowledge the role of sponsors, extremely important in allowing an institution, even like as big as ICAP, to organize such a massive, not one day, but it's actually a 2.5 day because you also have a wonderful evening event planned. And let me just take a moment to go through and at least acknowledge them. The gold sponsors for the event are Allied Bank and DP World Karachi. Silver sponsors for the event are IBM, Faisal Bank, Getz Pharma, Parco, Tetra Pak, Fatma Fertilizer Company, and Pakistan Petroleum Limited. And the associate sponsors for the event are Muller and Phipps Pakistan, Summit Bank, PTCL, and Siemens. And last but not least, the conference producers for the event, Terrabiz. We need to give all of these names a very, very big round of applause. Moving on with the event itself. So Saqib Saab rightly mentioned the theme of the event for this ICAP Golden Jubilee Conference is Accountants and Social Responsibility. And when I saw this first keynote, I was rather confused as to why something like this for an event that ICAP is producing. And then, of course, I read the name of the person giving the keynote, and it all made sense. The first keynote speech is going to be given by Professor Ataur Rahman. He's going to be talking about poverty alleviation, transitioning to a knowledge economy. But Dr. Saab, before I ask you on stage, if there's anyone who doesn't know about Dr. Atta, I'm going to give you a small brief, and then the rest perhaps you can Google. I've had the privilege of knowing Dr. Saab for a number of years, and every time I interact with him is a learning experience. Professor Ataur Rahman is the first scientist from the Muslim world to have won the prestigious UNESCO Science Prize in 1999 in the 35-year-old history of the prize. He was elected as a Fellow of Royal Society in London in July 2006, thereby becoming one of the 4 scientists from the Muslim world to have ever won this honor, conferred by the prestigious 360-year-old scientific society. Professor Ataur Rahman is presently the Coordinator General of ComStech, an OIC ministerial committee comprising of 57 ministers of science and technology from 57 OIC member countries. He is also the patron of International Center of Chemical and Biological Sciences, which comprises of a number of institutes, including the Hussein Ibrahim Jamal Research Institute of Chemistry and the Dr. Panjwani Center of Molecular Medicine and Drug Development at Karachi University. It gives me a tremendous amount of pleasure to invite Professor Dr. Ataur Rahman.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. A very good morning to you. It's a pleasure to be here and talk to you